Good morning. What we're going to do this week in iReady is volume. And if you remember correctly, that was the lesson that we did right before we went to spring break. So let's review some of the things that you already know so that you'll be all ready to do your iReady lessons this week. Remember, volume is the length times the width times the height. And if we have a 3D shape, you recall where the length is, where the width is, and where the height is. Now, sometimes they just give you the numbers for the length and the width and the height, and other times you have to count the boxes. So remember, we've done something like this, where you have to count that there are 4 little boxes along the bottom, so the length of this shape is 4. There are 2 little boxes along the side, so the width of this shape is 2. And there's 3 little boxes going 3 boxes tall, so the height is 3. So we say, since our volume is length times width times height, we say that we can either do 3 times 2 times 4. Since multiplication is commutative, 3 times 2 times 4, which is actually the height times the width times the length. Or we can look at it as 4 times 2 times 3, which is the length times width times height, 4 times 2 times 3. Or we can say it as 2 times 4 times 3, which is really the width times the length times the height. It doesn't really matter which order you put the numbers in because multiplication is commutative. All right, a couple other things to think about. The answer to a volume total is written as cubic inches. Sometimes we wrote it as inches cubed with that little symbol, but written out it said cubic inches. In words it looks like that. It could also say cubic meters. We wrote it out as a symbol as meters cubed. It could also say cubic feet, and once again we wrote it out as a symbol feet with a little 3 after it. If you're trying to find the length of one side, your answer is expressed as either inches or meters or feet. Remember, if it's only one side, you're not putting cubed or square after it. It's just inches or meter or feet because you're only finding one dimension. I hope that helps. Go through your iReady lesson carefully and think carefully as you do each of your answers. And if you have any questions, please give me a call.